Now with this quick bungee deployment, you deploy like this. Now beauty of this is it comes out just like that. I'm gonna put this sucker out down for a second so I can go deeply into this. Alright, so this is the Kalinga hand axe for our tactical influence. Those of you who've seen the Kalinga hand axes and also Filipino lungo axe, it's very, very similar to that, as you can see with the forward spike and also the rear spike also. Why I absolutely love this is, one, it is very light and it is just compact enough yet have enough weight that if this was ever used for subject neutralization, it only would require a single hit. It doesn't require any other shot placement other than a good clean shot that will pretty much enter onto the crane, your skull, and end the game right there. So typically hawks, if you're using for a lot of my students who work close protection, especially when they're on some sort of a very, very annoying vehicle deployment where your principal, you have to guard them, but at the same time there's a good chance that kidnapping or their, snatch and grab might occur. A lot of my guys would typically put this on the forward vest. Now obviously it's not if you're not in your fucking plainclothes shit. Okay, if you're in plainclothes detail, then it'll be a different story. But when you're typically in a vehicle and you got your principal right next to you and your shit happens, if something happens, typically IED or some other bullshit, the fucking vehicle gets breached, your principal's about to get taken, cover, rip the hawk out, boom. You deliver this onto whatever the threat was there and it's completely neutralized with a single hit versus, let's say if you're using, this is a good thing to wear, like something like this. If you pull out a karambit, you have to slash, or if need be, you might have to do a multiple puncture due to the fact that this just doesn't have that thump factor for the one-shot neutralization that this baby brings. So this is the reason why a hawk would be better for a lot of situations than a knife would be. At the same time, breaching wise, you can breach with this. If you insert into the door hinge and from here, you can pop it open by typical this or pop this way, and that can still work with this because, as you can see, it's tailored for that particular applications if you know how to's. So shout out to Guro Robert Pearson in Port Orchard who showed me this unique way to pop the door, not this but this way, and it's you learn a lot, and I learn a lot from my students because many of my students come from all walks of life and profession, and it's good to learn the ways of many to understand their practice just a little bit, so you actually know what the hell you're talking about when you do converse with other professionals, especially from that particular profession. So beautiful on that. For those of you who practice Sayakali, nothing but love and respect for your tribe. Tuon Kayanan's method probably works best for you guys. So if you guys are going from here and if you try to puncture, if you are dealing with a subject and you need to neutralize, boom, enter, especially in a corridor, something happens, subject raises his hand whatever from here, boom. That pretty much would end the situation, and this is where hawks like this will allow you to do things just like that. So it is just vicious. I absolutely adore this. Very interesting design, very, very well crafted kaidax. It's something that I have, as you guys know, I do my own kaidaxing, so coming from dude who kaidax and also wrap, this wrapping is quite, you think it's just a spiral. It's not just a spiral, it's very uniquely done, and it just gets rid of all the heat and hot spots on the handle, at the same time allowing for very, very positive grip retention. So absolute perfection. Again, for those of you who know exactly where this hawk comes from, please let me know. Because so far we got my students and our research, we found that the only hawk that resembled us was the Salient Arms, and that's about it.